we'll be somewhat sheltered from some of the wind. So here in Albuquerque, we're going to see winds up near 35 miles an hour, but you get into the East Mountains, and that's when you're going to run into trouble. Yeah, we can see winds
maybe Rudolph could make it over the crest.
55, 60 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know about that. He would
ideas.
certainly fly if he got past Albuquerque, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And then eastern New Mexico, of course, will have to deal with some of those really strong winds as well. Again, up near 60 miles an hour later this afternoon. 36 degrees, but a calm wind here in Albuquerque. Winds will peak today between 11 and 6. That's when we're going to see the strongest winds peaking really late in the afternoon. Wind speeds right now you can see mainly at about 15 miles an hour across northeast New Mexico and down the southeast. So the wind's fairly calm for now, but again, they're going to pick up pretty quickly here as we go through late morning and into the afternoon. Now, I did want to focus on the winter storm portion of this whole storm system. Today is when we're dealing with the wind, but we will start to see some of the snow later on this evening start to fill in over in southwest Colorado, getting into the mountains first, and then perhaps for the town of Durango itself as we go through the overnight hours. Winter storm watches have been issued. Those are in effect from this evening all the way until late tomorrow night. And so that's when we're going to see most of the wind in combination with the snow move on into that area. Northern New Mexico is now under a winter storm watch as well. That goes for the northern mountains, mainly the San Juans up in the northern part of the state, and then parts of the northeast highlands as well. That does not start until tomorrow evening, and then it continues through Thursday night. So we're going to start to see some of that snow developing mainly tomorrow and then continuing through the overnight hours tomorrow night into Thursday. So the snow holding off for now. The wind, the big story of the day. The storm system pretty far back to our north and west still. It's bringing in some snow over in parts of Utah and Wyoming. We're going to start to see some of that snow push into Colorado as we go through the day. And again, by Durango this evening, we can start to see some of that snow moving in there. And even far northwest New Mexico, maybe looking at that potential for a little bit of snow as you wake up tomorrow morning. So here's how things are going to play out with that. Very windy today. Temperatures will be mild though. Despite the winds picking up, the cold isn't going to get here just yet. So we'll continue with temperatures mainly above average as we go into the afternoon. Winds most extreme out across eastern New Mexico. Snow starts to develop this evening up in southwest Colorado, up in the mountains there, and then as we go towards tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see some of that start to push into northern New Mexico, mainly focusing in on the mountains, and then the cold starts to slide in tomorrow night overnight, and that cold air is going to be an Arctic blast of air, and that is going to mean quite the chill as we head into Thursday and towards the end of the week. We're going to have strong winds in combination with that cold front too. So Albuquerque, we're actually going to wait until Thursday to get our strongest winds. We're going to be looking at a very blustery day, and of course we could even be waking up with a little bit of moisture by Thursday morning, maybe seeing a little bit of rain and snow, and then out across eastern New Mexico by late week. We'll have to keep a close eye on the possibility of freezing rain and some of that wintry mix moving your way as well. Temperature wise out there right now, we're at 25 up in Taos, 33 in Los Alamos, out Albuquerque at 36, and down south in the 40s. So a fairly calm start this morning going through the day today. We will see the cloud cover continue to increase up in southern Colorado, and then watching for that mountain snow to start developing late today. Durango could see some of that snow too overnight tonight, and we'll continue with on and off snow through tomorrow night, starting to taper off by Thursday. By Thursday, look at the highs, 25 down into the single digits. Northwest New Mexico, winds today will gust to 45 miles an hour, so get ready for some strong winds. Temperature-wise, 40s and 50s with the wind. It will feel quite a bit cooler than that. Clouds will roll in. We may get a little bit of snow by early tomorrow morning. We'll be looking at better chances for snow across the highlands as we go through the day tomorrow and perhaps lingering into early Thursday as well. And of course, the chill really moving in. Highs in the 30s after today. Southwest New Mexico, more sunshine. Highs in the 60s, and we'll see unsettled weather move in here too tomorrow and Thursday. And the temperatures will drop too, with highs only in the 40s by the end of the week. Southeast New Mexico, partly cloudy skies for today. We could gradually see a little more sunshine late in the afternoon. Strong winds, 20 to 30 miles an hour. And then again, east slopes of the mountains could see some of those gusts approaching 60 miles an hour. Highs in the 70s for Roswell today, 71 tomorrow, and then temperatures only in the 40s Thursday, Friday. Up in the northeast, very windy today, extreme wind, gusting to 60, 65 miles an hour. Temperature-wise, not bad. Tomorrow we start to cool things off, then we'll look at the possibility for some snow near Las Vegas in northeast New Mexico. Las Vegas, a high of 16 with very strong winds again Thursday. It is going to be bitterly cold for you later this week. Northern Mountains, extreme wind with winds gusting to 60 here today, so get ready for that. And then highs in the 40s. We'll watch for some snow to start to develop in the mountains tomorrow. Santa Fe may get a little bit of that by tomorrow evening, and we'll continue with snow chances into early Friday. Your forecast for the East Mountains, windy today with highs in the 40s and 50s. And for the metro area, highs near 60 today with partly sunny skies. So we'll see a little more cloud cover. Winds here again not as bad, gusting to 35, so still pretty breezy for you. And then of course we'll see strong winds again Thursday as the cold moves in, maybe even a little rain and snow too. And then by Friday, highs only in the upper 30s. So it's going to get quite chilly around here later this week.
All right, thank you for the heads up, Kristen.
Yeah.
5:23 is now the time as we take a live look at the Big Eye Cam. Let's take a deeper look at traffic with Steve Trella. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Yeah, Big Eye, it's looking pretty good, but it's starting to get busy. I-25 and I-40 still running light to moderate flows. And we're looking at Paseo. Well, right now it's starting to heavy up just a little bit between Coors and the I-25 interchange. Surface streets are not reporting any accidents at this time, and they seem to be running smooth. So right now we got a really good commute going. Let's try and keep it that way. I'm Steve Trella, KRQE News 13 Traffic.
Well, with Thanksgiving now behind us, Christmas holiday festivities are full steam ahead. Still to come, we're going to take you to Santa Fe, where one light show came off without a hitch.
Let me grab it in a second. I just have to put my
Phone cord.
yeah, whatever this is.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Kristen with your forecast. Expect a mix of sun and clouds today, with winds becoming quite breezy today for Albuquerque, gusting up near 35 miles an hour at times. We'll start off in the 30s, but temperature-wise, fairly mild, topping out in the middle and upper 50s around the metro area. Winds get stronger the farther east you go, and up in the mountains, we have high wind warnings gusting to 65 miles an hour today. Advisories across the western highlands and also across parts of the eastern plains, where winds could gust between 50 and 55 miles an hour. Wind all moving in ahead of a storm system that's back to our north and west. In fact, by this evening, we're going to be talking mountain snow over in southwest Colorado, while we'll just be dealing with mainly the cloudiness and the windy conditions here in New Mexico. By tomorrow, that system's going to get closer to us, and we'll start to see some of that snow push into our northern mountains. And the big cold blast moves in tomorrow night. That's going to bring in more wind and some Arctic air as we head towards the end of the week. Get ready for the chill. Highs today, not bad. 57 in Albuquerque, 40s up north, out east, topping out near 70, and then back across southern New Mexico, we're talking 60s and 70s. In fact, down toward Carlsbad, nearing 80 degrees. Your 7-day forecast showing the changes moving in by the end of the week. Highs only in the upper 30s and low 40s. We may get a little bit of rain and snow on Thursday, and then clearing out for the weekend, but it stays quite chilly with highs struggling to get out of the upper 30s. For more news and weather, head on over to krqe.com.